First Lady back in Wisconsin today. It is her second visit in just 8 days. Last week, she was in Milwaukee.
Today, she's campaigning for gubernatorial candidate Mary Burke in Madison. It's a tight race between Burke and Governor Walker.
And our Charles Benson is live at the Overture Center in Madison, where the First Lady will soon be addressing the crowd. And Charles, I guess we're going to hear you, not see you, because you're locked down there to shoot the first, record the video of the First Lady when she takes the podium. So why don't you give us your perspective from there?
Yeah, we're in a tight spot here, but we want to just let you know what's going on inside the Overture Center. Right now, Susan Happ is speaking. She's the Democratic candidate for Attorney General. But as you mentioned, the First Lady, Michelle Obama, will be here within the hour. She's campaigning with Mary Burke, and this is the second time that the First Lady has come to Wisconsin to help Mary Burke. And it's interesting, the two places she's gone to, Milwaukee last week and then Madison here today, are the two areas where the Democrats expect to get the biggest voter turnout. Those are areas, according to polls, where Mary Burke is doing better than the governor. But this election remains close. Mrs. Obama said last week was the first time she met Mary Burke, and she's excited about her campaign. You're going to see more and more Democrats are turning to the First Lady to help them in these close elections. The First Lady's poll numbers are much higher right now compared to the president's, but the Burke campaign is saying within the final weeks that President Obama will be in the state of Wisconsin campaigning with Mary Burke. For now, we're live inside the Overture Center in downtown Madison. Charles Benson, today's TMJ4.
And Charles, if you can hear me all right, I would like to ask you, there was some controversy at the Burke visit a week ago that members of the media said they were asked not to speak to members of the public and things of that nature. Also an issue with seating for some physically challenged people. Have you seen any of that repeating itself, or did they clean that up?
There's been no issue on either of those fronts here that I've experienced. This at the Overture Center has seating, so there is places for people to sit, where at the event in Milwaukee, at the Milwaukee Center, there were not chairs. So that's the difference in the venues, and I have not seen anybody have any issues trying to talk to people who were here or were in line waiting to see Mrs. Obama.
All right, Charles Benson live in Madison for us. Charles, thank you very much. And again, when Mrs. Obama takes to the podium, we will carry some of her remarks live today. Governor Scott Walker is campaigning in northern Wisconsin today. He's visiting 3 family farms, one in Wausau, one in Elk Mound, and another in West Salem. Yesterday, he met with supporters in the western part of the state. Candidates for governor will face off in their first debate. That'll be Friday night in Eau Claire. That begins at 7 o'clock, and today's TMJ4 will carry that debate live. And we'll also air next week's debate, that one happening right here in Milwaukee. And the man from whom you just heard, our Charles Benson, will be one of the panelists there.
Wisconsin's